In the heart of the city, St. Agnes Hospital stood as a looming testament to the past. A once thriving medical facility, it had now fallen into disrepair. The main building bustled with modern equipment and hurried footsteps. But the East Wing, abandoned for decades, held a chilling history. It was said to be haunted, the source of unsettling whispers and inexplicable shadows. Amelia, a young nurse fresh out of nursing school, found herself assigned to the night shift in the East Wing. Eager to prove herself, she disregarded the warnings of her colleagues. On her first night, the air in the East Wing felt heavy, and the distant echoes of footsteps sent shivers down her spine. One night, Amelia discovered an old patient file belonging to a woman named Margaret. According to the records, Margaret had disappeared mysteriously from her room in the East Wing 50 years ago. Intrigued, Amelia delved deeper into Margaret's story, unaware that she was opening a door to the hospital's dark past. As Amelia spent more nights in the East Wing, she began to hear whispers, faint voices that seemed to echo through the empty halls. The voices grew louder, filled with anguish and fear. Amelia, determined to unravel the mystery, followed the whispers, leading her to the room where Margaret had vanished. In the room, Amelia felt an overwhelming malevolent presence. Shadows danced on the walls, and a bone-chilling coldness settled in the air. The whispers turned into desperate cries, and Amelia realized that the spirit of Margaret was trying to communicate something vital and terrifying. Amelia discovered that the hospital's dark history involved a secret society that had conducted sinister rituals in the East Wing. These rituals were believed to grant immortality, but had led to unimaginable horrors. Margaret had been a victim of these rituals, her spirit trapped between the realms, seeking justice and release. Amelia sought the help of Richard Kane, a renowned paranormal investigator. Together, they delved into the hospital's archives, uncovering the truth about the secret society and the rituals they had performed. Armed with this knowledge, they prepared to confront the malevolent forces that plagued the East Wing. In a daring midnight seance, Amelia and Richard attempted to communicate with Margaret's spirit. The room filled with an otherworldly presence, and Margaret's anguished voice filled the air. As they asked the right questions, the spirit revealed the secrets of the rituals, empowering Amelia and Richard with the knowledge to banish the malevolent forces. Armed with ancient incantations and blessed artifacts, Amelia and Richard faced the malevolent entities in the East Wing. The room trembled with supernatural energy as shadows contorted into grotesque forms. A fierce battle ensued, the air crackling with power as the living fought the restless dead. Amelia and Richard performed a cleansing ritual, channeling the energy of the spirits that had suffered at the hands of the secret society. The room lit up with an ethereal glow as the spirits of the victims lent their strength. With a final incantation, the malevolent entities were banished, their screams echoing through the halls before fading into nothingness. With the malevolent forces vanquished, the East Wing of St. Agnes Hospital felt lighter, as if a great weight had been lifted. The atmosphere changed, the air no longer thick with fear. The hospital itself seemed to breathe a sigh of relief, its dark past finally confronted and cleansed. Word of Amelia and Richard's bravery spread, and the hospital was no longer seen as a place of dread. Families with ailing loved ones felt a renewed sense of hope, and the hospital saw a resurgence of life. The East Wing, once abandoned, was renovated and reopened, its rooms now filled with the hum of modern medical equipment and the laughter of children. The spirits of the victims found peace, their apparitions appearing one last time to thank Amelia and Richard. With smiles on their ethereal faces, they faded into the light, their souls finally free from the torment that had bound them for decades. In the following months, Amelia and Richard wrote a book detailing their experiences, hoping to shed light on the dark history of St. Agnes Hospital and the bravery that had saved it. The book became a bestseller, its pages serving as a testament to the triumph of good over evil. Amelia and Richard's story inspired a new generation of paranormal investigators. The East Wing of St. Agnes Hospital became a site of pilgrimage for those interested in the supernatural, but instead of fear, it now inspired awe and respect. The hospital's legacy was one of redemption and the indomitable human spirit. Years passed, and the events of that fateful night became a distant memory. St. Agnes Hospital continued its mission of healing, its halls filled with the footsteps of dedicated medical professionals. On quiet nights, when the moon was full and the wind whispered through the trees, some claimed to hear faint echoes of laughter, a reminder of the souls that had found peace and the courage that had saved them all. In the hospital's attic, a forgotten diary was discovered, hidden away for decades. Its pages contained the first-hand account of a nurse who had witnessed the secret society's rituals. The diary corroborated Amelia and Richard's story, providing further evidence of the supernatural events that had transpired within the hospital's walls. The discovery of the diary seemed to stir something dormant within the hospital. Strange occurrences, though subtle at first, began to escalate. Lights flickered and equipment malfunctioned without explanation. A sense of unease settled over the hospital, as if the spirits of the past were trying to communicate once more. Margaret's spirit, thought to have found peace, reappeared. Her form was no longer one of anguish but determination. She reached out to Amelia in dreams, her message urgent and cryptic. The ritual was never completed, she whispered, her voice echoing in Amelia's mind. Amelia, compelled by Margaret's message, delved back into the hospital's history. She discovered that the ritual to banish the malevolent forces had never been completed properly. A missing artifact, a talisman of great power, had disrupted the ritual, leaving a crack in the spiritual barrier that had allowed the malevolent entities to return. Amelia, accompanied by a new ally, a historian named Dr. Eleanor Harper, embarked on a quest to find the missing talisman. Their journey took them to ancient libraries and hidden archives, where they deciphered cryptic texts and followed a trail of clues left behind by the secret society. Their quest led them to a secluded monastery in the mountains. There, they encountered the Guardian of Secrets, a wise and enigmatic figure who tested their resolve. After passing a series of challenges, the Guardian revealed the location of the talisman, a long-forgotten chamber deep beneath the hospital. In the depths of the hospital, Amelia and Dr. Harper found the Chamber of Shadows, a place where the secret society had conducted their most potent rituals. The talisman, encased in a protective barrier, pulsed with ancient energy. Amelia, guided by Margaret's presence, reached through the barrier and claimed the talisman. Armed with the talisman, Amelia and Dr. Harper prepared for the second ritual. The hospital's atmosphere grew charged with supernatural energy as they chanted the incantations and performed the sacred gestures. The talisman glowed, its light merging with their efforts to create a powerful spiritual barrier. As the ritual reached its peak, the malevolent entities launched a furious onslaught. Shadows swirled around them, and the very ground trembled under the force of the spirit's anger. Amelia and Dr. Harper stood firm, their determination unwavering, as they fought to complete the ritual and seal the crack in the spiritual barrier. In a moment of desperation, Dr. Harper offered herself as a sacrifice, channeling her life force into the ritual. Her sacrifice infused the ritual with unparalleled power, strengthening the spiritual barrier and pushing back the malevolent entities. Dr. Harper's form glowed with ethereal light before vanishing, her sacrifice ensuring the ritual's success. With the ritual completed and the talisman's power harnessed, the spiritual barrier was sealed once more. The malevolent entities, now weakened and unable to break through, shrieked in frustration before dissipating into the ether. The hospital's atmosphere cleared, and a profound sense of peace settled over the building. Margaret's spirit appeared one last time, her form radiant with gratitude. She thanked Amelia for her bravery and Dr. Harper for her sacrifice. With a serene smile, Margaret faded into the light, her spirit finally finding the peace it had longed for. In the hospital's courtyard, a memorial was erected to honor the bravery of those who had saved it twice. The names of Amelia and Dr. Harper were engraved on the stone, alongside Margaret's, a reminder of the courage that had triumphed over the supernatural forces that had threatened the hospital. With the malevolent entities banished and the spiritual barrier restored, St. Agnes Hospital underwent a transformation. Its walls, once marked by shadows, now gleamed with renewed vitality. The hospital became a beacon of hope, its reputation restored, and patients from all around sought solace within its halls. Years passed, and the events of that tumultuous time became a legend. Amelia and Dr. Harper's story inspired generations, their courage becoming a symbol of hope. The hospital stood as a testament to the triumph of good over evil, its halls echoing with the laughter of children and the whispers of the past, a reminder that even in the face of darkness, light would always prevail. Despite the peace that had returned to St. Agnes Hospital, unexplained phenomena continued to occur. Lights flickered without reason, and sometimes the laughter of children echoed through the empty halls, even when there were no children in sight. Some believed that the spirits of the past were still present, watching over the hospital they had come to consider their home. A curious paranormal investigator named Samuel arrived at St. Agnes Hospital, drawn by the tales of its haunted history. Determined to uncover the truth, he set up his equipment and began his investigations. Samuel was skeptical at first, but as he delved deeper into the hospital's past, he found himself facing phenomena he couldn't explain. During one of his investigations, Samuel experienced a vision, a glimpse into the past when the hospital was still teeming with life. He saw the faces of the patients, heard the laughter of nurses, and felt the hope that permeated the air. Among these visions, he heard a message from the spirits: "Protect the hospital, for it is a sanctuary for the living and the dead." Margaret's spirit appeared to Samuel, her presence calm and reassuring. She revealed that the hospital had become a bridge between the worlds, a place where the living and the spirits could coexist peacefully. However, a dark force was threatening this delicate balance. Margaret implored Samuel to help protect the hospital from this new threat. A sinister presence began to infiltrate the hospital, its malevolence palpable. Shadows twisted and danced on the walls, and patients reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. Samuel, armed with his knowledge of the supernatural, realized that a new powerful entity had taken an interest in the hospital. The dark entity, once a powerful sorcerer in life, sought to harness the spiritual energy of the hospital to gain unimaginable power. It had devised a ritual to amplify its abilities, intending to consume the souls of both the living and the dead within the hospital to fuel its dark ambitions. Samuel, along with a team of brave individuals he had gathered, embarked on a race against time. They delved into ancient texts and consulted spiritual experts, desperately seeking the way to thwart the dark entity's plans. The hospital's peaceful coexistence of the living and the dead was at stake, and failure was not an option. Their research led them to a forbidden ritual, one that could temporarily weaken the barrier between the worlds, allowing them to confront the dark entity directly. However, the risks were immense. Failure would result in the entity gaining unimaginable power, and the consequences would be catastrophic for both the living and the spirits. As the night of the ritual approached, the atmosphere within the hospital grew tense. Patients were moved to other facilities, and the staff prepared for the impending spiritual upheaval. The spirits of the hospital's past gathered, their determination evident, ready to lend their strength to the living in the upcoming battle. The night arrived, and the ritual began. Samuel and his team chanted ancient incantations, their voices blending with the ethereal whispers of the spirits. The barrier between the worlds wavered, and the dark entity's presence filled the room. A battle of wills and spiritual energy ensued, the hospital's fate hanging in the balance. In the midst of the battle, the spirits of the hospital intervened. Their collective energy surged, forming a protective barrier around Samuel and his team. Empowered by the spirit's strength, they launched a counterattack, forcing the dark entity to retreat momentarily. During the confrontation, one of Samuel's team members, a young medium named Lily, offered herself as a sacrifice. She willingly allowed the dark entity to possess her, believing that from within, she could weaken its resolve. With immense courage, she withstood the entity's torment, buying precious time for her companions. Samuel, now infused with the spirit's energy, faced the dark entity in a final standoff. The room crackled with spiritual energy, and the very air seemed to vibrate with power. With a mighty surge, Samuel expelled the dark entity from Lily's body and sealed it within a protective amulet, rendering it powerless. With the dark entity banished and the hospital's spiritual balance restored, the barrier between the worlds was renewed and reinforced. The spirits of the past, grateful for the living's bravery, helped strengthen the barrier, ensuring that no malevolent force could breach it again. With the threat neutralized, the hospital once again became a place of peaceful coexistence. The spirits of the past, grateful for the protection of their sanctuary, offered their assistance to those who passed away within the hospital's walls. Patients and staff alike felt a sense of serenity, knowing that they were guarded by benevolent spirits. In a heartfelt ceremony, the living and the spirits came together to express their gratitude. The hospital's courtyard was filled with laughter and tears as the two worlds connected, forming a bond that transcended the boundaries of life and death. The living thanked the spirits for their protection, and the spirits, in turn, offered their eternal gratitude. In the years that followed, the hospital became a beacon of hope and healing. Samuel and Lily, now bonded by the supernatural events they had endured, became the guardians of the hospital, ensuring that its peaceful coexistence endured. Together, they continued the work of protecting the living and the dead, their bond with the spirits unbreakable. The story of St. Agnes Hospital became a legend, passed down through generations. Samuel and Lily's bravery became a symbol of unity between the worlds, inspiring others to embrace the supernatural and accept the presence of the spirits. The hospital's enduring legacy served as a reminder that even in the face of darkness, humanity's courage could prevail. As the years turned into centuries, St. Agnes Hospital remained a sanctuary for the living and the dead. The hospital's walls echoed with the laughter of children, the whispers of the past, and the comforting presence of the spirits. It stood as a testament to the enduring bond between the worlds, a place where the living found solace and the spirits found eternal peace. And so, the tale of St. Agnes Hospital, a haven for both the living and the dead, became an immortal legend, echoing through time as a beacon of hope and unity in a world filled with mysteries. In the heart of the town, there stood an ancient library, its towering spires and weathered facade intriguing to anyone who passed by. The townsfolk whispered tales of the library being haunted, but Amelia, a curious young girl, was drawn to its mysterious outer. One foggy evening, she ventured inside, unaware that her life was about to be entwined with the library's enigmatic secrets. As Amelia stepped into the library, she felt an odd sense of being watched. The shelves were lined with ancient tomes, their pages seemingly whispering forgotten secrets. Amelia brushed it off as her imagination, but couldn't shake the feeling that the books held more than just stories. Late one night, Amelia encountered a spectral figure in old-fashioned attire, the ghost of a librarian from centuries past. The librarian revealed that the library was a repository of forbidden knowledge, guarded by supernatural forces. She warned Amelia of a malevolent entity that hungered for the secrets within, and that Amelia was now a part of this otherworldly battle. Amelia delved into the library's collections, discovering manuscripts bound in human skin and inked in blood. The words on the pages seemed to writhe, and as she read, the room filled with disembodied whispers. The manuscripts told of dark rituals, unspeakable horrors, and a cursed lineage connected to the town itself. A group of outsiders arrived, seeking the library's secrets for their own nefarious purposes. They unleashed a malevolent entity, a shadowy figure with glowing eyes. The entity roamed the library at night, draining the life force from anyone it touched. Amelia and the ghostly librarian realized they had to stop it before the entire town fell victim to its darkness. Amelia stumbled upon the Book of Shadows, an ancient grimoire said to hold the power to banish the entity. Guided by the ghostly librarian, she began studying the book's intricate spells, preparing for a battle against the malevolent force that now lurked in the very heart of the library. Armed with knowledge from the Book of Shadows, Amelia and the ghostly librarian inscribed protective runes throughout the library. The runes glowed with a soft, eerie light, creating a barrier that kept the entity at bay. But they knew it was only a temporary solution. To truly banish the entity, they had to find the library's core, a hidden chamber rumored to hold unimaginable power. Amelia and the ghostly librarian embarked on a perilous journey through the labyrinthine depths of the library. They faced shifting corridors, traps set by ancient guardians, and the echoes of long-dead whispers. With each step, they drew closer to the library's core, where the entity's true source of power lay hidden. Amelia learned of her own connection to the library, a bloodline tainted by a dark pact made centuries ago. She discovered that her ancestors had sought forbidden knowledge, leading to a curse that haunted their lineage. Now, Amelia was the last hope to break the curse and save her family from the entity's clutches. In the depths of the library, Amelia and the ghostly librarian found a chamber adorned with ancient symbols. It was here that the malevolent entity drew its power. They deciphered a ritual that required a sacrifice, one willingly given to bind the entity's essence. Amelia, fueled by her determination to protect her town, offered herself as the sacrifice, knowing the consequences of failure were far graver. As the ritual commenced, the entity fought back with unparalleled fury. Shadows writhed and dark energy crackled in the air. Amelia's resolve was tested, but she clung to her determination, channeling the strength of generations before her. In a battle of wills, she managed to weaken the entity's grasp on the library, allowing the ghostly librarian to intervene. The ghostly librarian, too, made a sacrifice. She channeled her remaining essence into the ritual, bolstering Amelia's power. With a burst of supernatural energy, they managed to bind the entity, weakening its influence on the library. But they knew it was not enough. The entity still hungered for freedom, and Amelia had to find a way to permanently seal its power. Amelia discovered ancient elemental seals hidden within the library, powerful artifacts that could bind the entity's essence. Guided by the ghostly librarian, she embarked on a quest to find these seals, each representing a different force of nature. Along the way, she faced trials that tested her courage, wit, and resolve, proving her worthiness to wield the seal's power. To obtain the elemental seals, Amelia underwent a series of trials. In the trial of fire, she faced scorching flames that tested her fearlessness. In the trial of water, she navigated treacherous currents and underwater mazes. The trial of earth challenged her strength, and the trial of air tested her agility. With each trial conquered, she gained a powerful elemental seal, bringing her one step closer to defeating the entity. Amelia, now armed with all 4 elemental seals, returned to the library's core. The entity, sensing her newfound power, unleashed its full wrath. A cataclysmic battle ensued as Amelia channeled the elemental forces, creating a vortex of fire, water, earth, and air. The very fabric of reality trembled as the elements converged, overpowering the entity's dark energy. In a moment of heartbreaking revelation, the ghostly librarian confessed the truth. She was the one who had initially bound the entity, sacrificing her own existence to protect the world. Realizing the depth of her sacrifice, Amelia drew strength from the librarian's spirit. With tears in her eyes, she channeled the librarian's essence into the elemental seals, magnifying their power 100-fold. Amelia, now an embodiment of elemental forces and the librarian's spirit, performed the banishment ritual. The library shook as the ritual reached its crescendo, the elemental seals glowing with blinding brilliance. With a cry that echoed through the ages, Amelia unleashed the combined power of the elements, banishing the entity into a realm beyond time and space. With the entity banished, the library underwent a profound transformation. Its once dark and foreboding halls now radiated a warm, welcoming light. The whispers of ancient secrets were replaced by a harmonious melody, as if the very essence of the library rejoiced in its newfound freedom. The townsfolk, once fearful of the library, now embraced it as a source of wisdom and inspiration. The ghostly librarian, her purpose fulfilled, bid Amelia a bittersweet farewell. She thanked Amelia for her bravery and selflessness, knowing that the library was now safe in the hands of someone who truly understood its value. With a final, ethereal smile, the librarian dissipated into the air, leaving behind a profound sense of gratitude and the echoes of her wisdom. Amelia's tale spread far beyond the town, becoming a legend of bravery and sacrifice. The library became a symbol of resilience, a testament to the power of knowledge and the strength of the human spirit. Scholars, adventurers, and seekers of truth from all corners of the world traveled to the town, hoping to learn from the library's vast collection, unaware of the supernatural battles that had once taken place within its walls. Years passed, and the library's legacy continued. Some claimed that on quiet nights, when the moon was high and the stars were bright, the leaves of ancient tomes would rustle on their own, as if the library itself were whispering forgotten tales to those who listened closely. The townsfolk smiled knowingly, understanding that the library's spirit lived on, weaving its magic through the ages. Deep within the library's archives, hidden beneath layers of dust and time, Amelia discovered lost chronicles, records of past battles against supernatural forces, written by brave souls who had faced threats similar to the one she had conquered. These chronicles became a source of inspiration for future generations, a reminder that courage and knowledge were humanity's greatest weapons against the unknown. Amelia, now the guardian of the library, took an oath to protect its secrets and the knowledge it held. She became a beacon of wisdom, guiding scholars and researchers and sharing the tales of her own supernatural battles. The library thrived under her care, its collection expanding as explorers brought back rare artifacts and ancient texts from their quests. One day, a mysterious figure entered the library, a traveler who seemed out of place in the modern world. They wore attire from a bygone era and possessed knowledge of ancient languages and rituals. Amelia recognized them as a fellow guardian, one who had dedicated their life to the protection of knowledge across centuries. With a knowing smile, the traveler acknowledged Amelia's role as the library's current steward, passing on the torch of guardianship. With the passing years, the library's reputation as a haven of knowledge grew, attracting scholars, mystics, and dreamers alike. Its shelves held not just books, but portals to other realms, accounts of cosmic beings, and theories that pushed the boundaries of human understanding. The library became a nexus of infinite possibilities, where seekers of truth explored the mysteries of the universe, and the boundaries between reality and imagination blurred. The library's reputation reached beyond the earthly realm, capturing the interest of beings from other dimensions. Otherworldly visitors, fascinated by humanity's pursuit of knowledge, occasionally crossed the threshold into the library. Amelia welcomed them with open arms, recognizing that even in the vastness of the cosmos, the thirst for understanding was a universal trait. In a peculiar twist of fate, a time traveler arrived at the library, claiming to be from a distant future where the library had become a legendary institution, transcending the constraints of time. The time traveler sought a rare artifact, a relic said to hold the key to unlocking humanity's potential. Amelia aided them in their quest, pondering the paradoxes of time and the interconnectedness of past, present, and future. Within the library's depths, Amelia discovered an ancient prophecy, a cryptic verse foretelling a cataclysmic event that threatened the very fabric of reality. The prophecy spoke of a chosen one who would face unimaginable trials, Guided by the wisdom of the library, Amelia realized that her role as the library's guardian was far from over. She had a pivotal role to play in the events foretold by the prophecy. The chosen one arrived, a young, determined soul named Ileana, bearing a mark that matched the symbol from the prophecy. Amelia recognized her as the one destined to face the impending threat. Together, they delved into the library's ancient texts, deciphering clues and unraveling the secrets hidden within the prophecy. The fate of not just their world, but multiple dimensions hung in the balance. As Amelia and Ileana delved deeper, they uncovered the existence of a multiverse, a vast web of interconnected realities, each with its own unique laws of physics and dimensions beyond human comprehension. The cataclysmic event threatened not just their own world, but the very threads of existence that wove through the multiverse. They realized that the key to preventing the disaster lay in understanding the delicate balance between these multiversal threads. In a hidden chamber within the library, Amelia and Ileana discovered the Cosmic Observatory, a device crafted by ancient beings capable of glimpsing into alternate realities. With the observatory, they could witness the multiversal threads, observing the subtle interactions between dimensions. Together, they studied the cosmic patterns, searching for anomalies that might indicate the source of the impending catastrophe. Using the knowledge gained from the observatory, Amelia and Ileana embarked on an interdimensional journey. They traversed realms where time flowed backward, dimensions composed of sentient energy, and worlds where the laws of gravity were but a suggestion. Each realm held clues, fragments of a cosmic puzzle that hinted at the origin of the cataclysmic disturbance. In their interdimensional travels, Amelia and Ileana encountered a cosmic entity, a being of immense power, but one teetering on the edge of madness. They realized that this entity, driven by its insatiable curiosity, had inadvertently disrupted the multiversal threads. To restore balance, the entity had to be stopped, but doing so required a sacrifice of monumental proportions. Amelia, acknowledging the responsibility that came with her role as the library's guardian, made the ultimate sacrifice. She merged her essence with the cosmic entity, creating a symbiotic bond that allowed her to guide its actions. With Ileana's unwavering support, they ventured into the heart of the cosmos, confronting the disturbances and mending the frayed threads of reality. In the heart of the cosmos, Amelia and the cosmic entity worked in harmony, weaving the threads of existence back together. With every stitch, they restored balance to the multiverse, ensuring that each reality flowed seamlessly into the next. The cataclysmic threat dissipated, replaced by a newfound sense of stability that resonated across dimensions. Amelia and Ileana returned to the library, their interdimensional journey etched into the very essence of their beings. The library, once a repository of knowledge for a single world, now held the wisdom of countless dimensions. Amelia, now more than a guardian, became a cosmic custodian, her understanding of the multiverse expanding beyond mortal comprehension. Word of their adventures spread across the multiverse, attracting scholars and explorers from diverse realities. The library became a hub of interdimensional exchange, where beings from different worlds shared knowledge, cultures, and perspectives. It became a sanctuary for those seeking to understand the infinite tapestry of existence, fostering unity among dimensions. Ethereal beings, entities of pure energy and consciousness, visited the library, intrigued by the harmony Amelia and Ileana had restored. These beings, guardians of cosmic secrets, shared their timeless wisdom with the custodians. In return, Amelia and Ileana offered glimpses of mortal experiences, bridging the gap between the ephemeral and the eternal. Amelia and Ileana expanded the library's archives, cataloging the knowledge acquired from their interdimensional travels. They created a section dedicated to the cosmic arts, exploring the mysteries of the multiverse, the nature of consciousness, and the interconnectedness of all things. The cosmic archives became a beacon for truth seekers, a place where the boundaries of reality were pushed further than ever before. With each passing day, the library grew, its physical boundaries expanding to accommodate the influx of knowledge from countless dimensions. Its towers reached toward the stars, and its catacombs delved deep into the earth, forming an intricate network of wisdom. It became known as the Infinite Library, a testament to the ever-expanding nature of knowledge and the limitless possibilities of existence. As the custodians of the Infinite Library, Amelia and Ileana transcended the limitations of time and mortality. They became timeless guardians, their existence intertwined with the very fabric of the multiverse. They guided generations of scholars, imparting wisdom that surpassed the boundaries of conventional understanding. Their legacy became an eternal beacon of enlightenment, illuminating the path for those who dared to explore the mysteries of existence. The Infinite Library became a cosmic beacon visible across dimensions. Travelers from distant realms navigated the cosmic currents to reach its awe-inspiring spires. It became a sanctuary for refugees from collapsing realities, a place where displaced beings found solace and purpose. The library's influence stretched far and wide, fostering alliances between worlds and promoting a harmonious coexistence among diverse civilizations. Amelia and Ileana, as the eternal custodians, ensured the library's harmony with the multiverse. They maintained a delicate balance, ensuring that the knowledge shared within its walls was used for the betterment of all beings. They became diplomats of cosmic accord, mediating disputes between dimensions and fostering alliances that transcended cultural differences. The library became a symbol of unity, where the infinite diversity of existence found common ground. The knowledge exchanged within the Infinite Library sparked a renaissance across dimensions. Art, science, philosophy, and spirituality flourished as beings from different worlds shared their unique perspectives. Inventions that defied the laws of physics, artworks that transcended traditional aesthetics, and philosophies that embraced the interconnectedness of all life emerged, enriching the tapestry of existence with boundless creativity. As the Infinite Library continued to thrive, Amelia and Ileana's legacy became an integral part of the multiverse's history. Their story inspired generations of scholars, explorers, and cosmic adventurers, encouraging them to embrace the unknown and seek understanding beyond their own realities. The library stood as a testament to the enduring power of knowledge, the boundless potential of collaboration, and the infinite wonders that awaited those who dared to explore the cosmic tapestry of existence.